Namaskar children. Let us discuss about one of the important concept that is surface chemistry. Okay. So this is my topic, surface chemistry. Surface chemistry. Everybody knows about the surface. Okay. So before going to discuss about the surface chemistry, so we must know the some terms regarding this surface chemistry. Okay. So including surface, there are three phases. Including surface, there are three phases: surface, interface, and bulk phase. Okay. Surface, interface, and bulk phase. Okay. So better we can easily understand with the diagram. Okay. So now I am taking one small thing, either it may be liquid or solid. It's not related to gas. Okay. So either it is liquid or gas, solid. Okay. So in this solid, the top one, which is this one, is related to a surface, is the topmost part in the substance, is a surface. Okay. So then related, it's in middle of the substance is what? Interface. And at last, at the bottom part is completely depth part is called as a bulk phase. Okay. So here three parts are there in the component, either it may be liquid or solids. Once again, it's not related to gas. There is no gas particles in surface, interface, and bulk phase. So here either it may be liquid or solid. It's not related to gas. So here I am taking one thing on that part. Topmost part is surface, and then this is a middle part of is called interface, and then it is bottom part is called as a bulk phase. But it's scientifically, so those portion which is interacted first is called it as a surface, later on interface, at last is called as bulk phase. Once again, in a interaction, those which are interacting first is called surface, and then later is interface, and last is called as a bulk phase. If you understand these three terms, so very easy to understand the surface chemistry. So not only these three terms, and also we should know that some terms related to this surface chemistry. First of all, surface, interface, and bulk phase. It's clear. So otherwise, once again I am taking one more example in liquid phase. I am taking one beaker. In that, here I am taking water, liquid, either solution, whatever it may be. In that, this portion, this top layer is called as a surface. Other than this middle layer is called interface. At last, bottom part is called as a bulk phase. Okay. So this phenomena is related to liquids and solids only, but not gases. Okay. This surface phenomena. So that's why these three things we must aware on it. Okay. So not only these three things, and also we aware on it some of the terms which are related to surface chemistry. So that is adsorption. Next, absorption. There is a difference, add and ab. Adsorbate. adsorbent. Next, absorbate. Next, absorbent. Absorbent. Next, adsorption, absorption, adsorbate, adsorbent, absorbent and absorbent. Okay, so don't confuse here. I am pressing here add, add, and also it is there ab. Both are different, add and ab. But similarly, pronunciation is similarly we are pronouncing as voice is similar, add and ab. Okay, but most of the students are confusing in these two cases, add and ab. Add means add D for Delhi, and ab, B means Bombay. Okay, so adsorption and absorption. So related, adsorbate, adsorbent, absorbent, absorbate. Okay, so now next, sorption, sorption. Next, desorption, desorption, desorption. Last, occlusion, 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 right? So this is red term. Okay, so these terms we should know. Okay, so then we can easily understand related topic surface chemistry. Is it clear? Okay, so once again we are discussing about the surface chemistry. In that you are aware on it, surface, interface and bulk phase. So those which is interacting first is surface, then later on it is interface, then at last is a bulk phase. Okay, so with examples also we can understand. With examples also we can understand. Best example, duster. Okay, so when you remove the dust particle first interact on surface. After that, that dust particle going inside at middle part is interface. At last it will go on bottom part completely, is called it as a bulk phase. Is almost all portion, right? Is a bulk phase. Okay, so we can take so many examples. You take the chalk, just dip into the chalk in a ink bottle. So thus chalk first interacting by that surface. After that interacting by that middle part, interface. At last all together it is a bulk part also. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, so now before going to discussing about these things, so you aware on these terms: adsorption, absorption, adsorbate, adsorbent, absorbate, absorbent, sorption, desorption, occlusion. Okay, so these terms we should know. Okay, so then first, adsorption. Okay, so now come to the point, adsorption. So you know its adsorption is a surface phenomena. Adsorption is a, what is that? Surface phenomena. So in which there is a interaction. There is a interaction. Adsorption is a surface phenomena in which there is a interaction. Okay, so between two components, what are the components? Absorption, absorbate and absorbent. So the interaction between adsorbate and absorbent is called it as a absorption. Once again, adsorption is a surface phenomena in which the interaction between two components, which are, one is adsorbate and absorbent. So this term also called it as the occlusion. Okay, this is also known as, what is that? Accompanying of the components. Accompanying of the components. And also it is also known as a, what is that? Accumulation. It is also known as a accumulation. 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 Okay, it is also known as a accumulation of your components. Accumulation of your components, or interaction of your components. or attraction of a components. At least two components, interaction of a components is called as accumulation of a components, or call it as a adsorption. Adsorption means I am taking one of the component. Suppose this is my x component, so that x component interacting by, I am taking one of the component y component, so there are interaction between y component and x component. So that interaction in the surface chemistry is called as accumulation. So this accumulation is called it as a accumulation of a components, two components, is called it as a adsorption. In that two components, so one of the component is called as adsorbent, and second component is called adsorbate. One is bent and one is bait. So the interaction between, now come to the clear definition, the interaction between adsorbent and adsorbate is called adsorption. So the interaction between absorbent and adsorbate is called what is that? Adsorption. Adsorption. The adsorbent and adsorbate. Okay, so you understand with a small example. I am taking one bat. This is bat. Okay, so second one I am taking ball. So there is an interaction between ball and bat. Suppose, let us take one example. Okay, so I am taking just example. So better you understand these terms. So I am taking ball and bat. Okay, so if interaction between ball and bat is there, the bat is my bent. The ball is my bait. Okay, so because here the bent will be fixed at position, the bait will be interacted, moving all the around the bent. So that's why here ball is moving more than bat. So that's why ball I am taking as a bait and bat is taking as a bent. Okay, so in these two there is an interaction. So the part of interaction is called adsorption in chemistry language, surface chemistry. So that the interacted part, bent part is a fixed part, is a bent, then my bat, and the bait is my ball. So here, according to this example, we can easily define these two terms. Once again, adsorption will be defined the interaction or the accumulation of two things. One is adsorbent and absorbate. So that two things, when they interact or when they are accumulated in between them, then it is termed as a adsorption. If anywhere the interaction between adsorbent and adsorbate is there, that interaction in chemistry language, particularly the surface chemistry word, is adsorption. Now come to the point, adsorbent. So those components which provides accommodation for the absorbate, or those components which provides accommodation for completion of adsorption. Clear, my dear students? Once again, those components which provides accommodation for completion of adsorption. Otherwise, those which are providing accommodation for the adsorbates is called adsorbent. So when you play the cricket, just bat providing the surface to the ball, then my bat is absorbent, and those which is accumulating on the surface of absorbent is called adsorbate. Don't confuse. Adsorbent and absorbate will be depends on each other. We can define the basis of absorbate to the absorbent and absorbent to the absorbate. So clear? Once again, adsorbent means those which is providing accommodation for the adsorption. Adsorption phenomena is a physical phenomena or surface phenomena. When the absorption can take place, for that some of the components are providing surface to complete a absorption phenomena. So if absorbent is not there, then adsorption is not easy. So that's why here in adsorption there should be required, that is what, adsorbent. Adsorbent is my simply a surface provider. Okay, a accommodator, a surface provider or a accommodator to complete a adsorption phenomena. And adsorbent is what? Is those which is accommodating on the surface of adsorbent, those which is accumulating on the surface of adsorbent, those which is settled down on the surface of adsorbent is called as a adsorbate. So clear? Adsorbate and absorbent. Bent is simply a surface provider. Bait is what? Accommodator. Okay, simply accommodation. They will accommodate on which surface of adsorbent. Okay, so let us take one more example. I am taking simple example, duster. This is my duster. Suppose on the surface I am removing the dust particle from board. For the dust particle accommodation on the surface of this duster, some area. So that some area is called it as adsorbent. Those dust particles are accommodating on the surface of this duster is that particles is called it as a adsorbate. So many examples are there. So many examples. Start quiz. I am writing on board. My board is what? Bent. Board is my bent. Chalk is my bait. Chalk is my bait. Now I hope it is clear to all. So there are terms: surface chemistry, adsorption, adsorbate, absorbent, absorbate and absorbent, sorption, desorption and occultation. So in that we are discussing about the adsorption. Adsorption is a phenomena in which there is an interaction or there is attraction between two components. In that, one of the component is a bent, absorbent, second one is adsorbate. So if accommodation, if interactions are there in between them, there should be a phenomena will occur, that is adsorption. So in that, adsorbent means which is providing the surface area to complete a absorption, and absorbate means which is accommodating on the surface of adsorbent is called adsorbate. So many examples are there. Okay. So that is adsorbent and absorbate. Now come to the point, absorption. Absorption is very easy to understand with a diagram. Suppose I am taking a component. If the interaction of adsorbate plus adsorbent, these two components will be interacting up to level of surface only, is called adsorption. Is called adsorption. Suppose the adsorption, the interaction only up to the surface is called adsorption. Suppose, so slowly these two components interacting, slowly interface as well as bulk phase also is called absorption. Adsorption. So here adsorption is only part of surface rather than bulk phase. Adsorption can be defined the interaction between adsorbent and adsorbate only at surface rather than its bulk phase is called it as a adsorption. But thing is now absorption means if the components adsorbent and absorbate will be interacted slowly interface as well as bulk phase. Interface as well as bulk phase. So these things will happen is called it as a interface. The interface as well as bulk phase is called it as a absorption. When it will be absorbed, if the interaction is more than the surface is called as a absorption. So if interaction is more at surface interaction is more than bulk phase is called adsorption. If bulk phase is greater, bulk phase interaction is greater than surface is called it as a absorption. So interface is called adsorption, bulk phase is called as a absorption. Now in case of absorption, in case of adsorption, these two components are called adsorbate and adsorbent. When it comes to the absorption, these terms are termed as absorbate and absorbent. Okay, so at the time, suppose at the time adsorption and the absorption happen, then it is called it as a different terms. That is what sharption. That is called sharption. If suppose only interaction up to surface is there, that is called adsorption. Slowly it will going on interface and also bulk phase. At last surface is not there at the time. So when adsorption there, only surface phenomenon is there, remaining interface and bulk phase is not there. That is happened, up to that case is called adsorption. Slowly it will convert to interface and also bulk phase. After that, formation of interaction of bulk phase, there is no interaction of surface. That case is called it as a absorption. So together happened. The same thing happened, absorption as well as adsorption. Both are happened, then it is called as a sorption. So adsorption up to suppose surface area only is called as a adsorption. Slowly it will going on to bulk phase is called as a absorption. Both are simultaneously happen. That is called as a sorption. So best example we can easily understand with that example. Suppose I am taking one ink bottle. So in that ink I am dipping one chalk. So first chalk interacting on surface only, that is termed as adsorption. When they interact first surface is called adsorption. So after some time, same ink bottle, same chalk piece, slowly the ink will be penetrating inside of the chalk also. That means in bulk phase also. So that thing is called it as a absorption. So here together adsorption and absorption is there. Together we can call it as a sorption. So one more example I'm taking here. This is my system. Inside the system some components are there. So this is my bent. Okay, in that surface some components are interacted only surface, not the bulk phase, only surface rather than the bulk phase. It is bulk phase. So only surface is there, then it is called adsorption. It is called adsorption. So same thing I am taking, so that the interaction of this is my bait, this is my bent, both cases. So that bents are, this is crossed one is a bait, this is bait, here it is a bait. Okay, so if the bait is there inside rather than surface, this is surface rather than bulk phase, is called absorption, So once it is happened adsorption, secondly it is happened absorption, then together it is called sorption. Clear? Together it is called sorption. Some cases it is only stopped up to the adsorption, some cases it is going on absorption also, and some cases it will happen both, that is called it as a sorption. Suppose you take one more one, sponge in water. So sponge in water, it is only interacting up to the surface of the sponge, is a adsorption. Then later on that water molecule will penetrating inside the sponge also, that is what absorption. So both are happened, that is what sorption. So interacting in both cases at a time is called as a sorption. Absorption, adsorption and sorption. Absorption and sorption. It's clear, these three terms. If up to adsorption is there, then it is absorption, adsorbate, and up to that component is there, adsorbent, absorbate and absorbent. So don't confuse here, I am using ab and ad. Adsorption, absorption is different, slight different things. Okay, so that is the thing. Now sorption. So what is that sorption? Both are there simultaneously. So both are happened means, suppose same thing happened, both are happened, same surface, if the components are interacting surface as well as interface bulk phase also, that together it is called it as a sorption. So that adsorption, absorption, adsorption, adsorbate, absorbent. Okay, so all together we are discussed. Now come to the point, desorption. So desorption means it is opposite to the sorption. Okay, it is opposite to the sorption. What is that? Opposite to the sorption. Just you remove the absorbates from the interaction, then it is called that as a desorption. Opposite to the sorption. Removal of absorbent or the separation of absorbent and absorbent, or adsorbate and adsorbent, is called it as a desorption. Desorption means D means removing, sorption means adding. Okay, so opposite to the sorption is called it as a desorption. Okay, so at last occlusion. Occlusion. So what is that occlusion? So occlusion is what? It's a phenomena when the gas will interacting with a metal surfaces. The phenomena is called it as a occlusion. So gas will interact with metal. Better we'll take example, H2 gas will interact with nickel catalyst in a, what is that? Oils, ghee, vanaspati, dalda, hydrogenation. So then it is called it as a occlusion. Okay, it is called it as a occlusion. So when the gas are interacting by metal surfaces, so specifically it is called it as a occlusion. Don't say at the time, is also of course adsorption, but specifically they will mention it is called it as a occlusion. It is adsorption, but thing is adsorption, but specifically it is called it as a occlusion. It's a rare term, okay, different term, very important, right? So these things are there, surface chemistry. What is that? Surface, interface, bulk phase, and adsorption, absorption, adsorbate, absorbent, absorbent, sorption, desorption, and occlusion. So these are important terms. Okay. So that is the clear, right? Next, now, so based on interaction of what is that? Based on interaction of adsorbent and adsorbate. Based on interaction of adsorbent and adsorbent, these surface phenomena will be classified into two types. One is physical adsorption, and second one is chemical adsorption. So this physical absorption also call it as physisorption, and then chemical absorption is also called it as a chemisorption. Right? So this is the thing, chemisorption. Right? One is based on interaction between the attraction forces between the adsorbent and adsorbate. So these things, according to that attraction forces, the surface interactions can be classified into two types. One is physical absorption, second one is a chemical adsorption. So physical absorption also call it as a physisorption, chemical absorption also call it as a chemisorption. Okay, so now write the definition. So physical absorption. So physical absorption happened when the interaction between adsorbent and absorbent by a weak van der Waals forces. If weak van der Waals forces are there, then it is called as a physisorption. Suppose I am taking one substance absorbent. This is my bent. I am taking one of the component, that is bait. Okay, bait. So okay. So if the bait and bent interacting by a weak van der Waals forces, then it is called it as a physical adsorption or physisorption. So same thing, the interaction between bent and the bait or the bait. So by a chemical bond, either it may be ionic or the covalent, then strong bond is there, chemical bond is there, then it is called it as a chemical absorption or a chemisorption. Okay, chemical absorption or a chemisorption, right? So that is the thing. So in these two cases, it is not that much of specific. It is chemical absorption is a more specific. Okay, so here more, because why it is not specific? It will be due to weak van der Waals forces. They can go and come. That's why they are not specific. Because the interaction will be broken in between the absorbent and bait. That's why they are not a specific. But chemical absorption is a specific. If it will attracted or interacted between bent and bait, it will be strong. Okay, so now it is a reversible. But it is a irreversible. Is a reversible and it is a irreversible. Okay, is a specific and is not a specific, is a specific. Is a reversible but it is not a irreversible. Why it is reversible? Once it is broken the bond, again it will be accompanied. So once it is broken, it will not attack. So interaction is very irreversible. Okay, irreversible. Now, temperature. So the physical absorption will happen only at the time at only low temperatures. At the same time, the chemical absorption will happen at high temperatures. Okay, so it is heat absorption is low, but heat absorption is very, very high. Okay, so then due to some differences, the physical absorption and chemical absorptions are different. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, so based on this one, we can understand chemical absorption and physical absorption. So compulsory differences between chemical absorption and physical absorption with 2 marks. Okay, so be careful. Right? Okay, so we'll see next class. Right?